and happy Tuesday, everyone. Glad to be here today and have a bunch to talk about. We do have a convention coming. Well, at least I have a convention coming up on Saturday. I don't think
you have a one-day party. You have a one-day party.
What can I say? A one-day party is worth it.
He's a party animal.
I don't understand why you won't take my cardboard cutout, Greg. Even Stephanie was on board. That's so rude. You are bullying me. I feel very victimized that you won't take it. I'm going to file a complaint with the Con Hour Podcast HR department. Okay? I believe I'm the HR department and I'm filing a complaint on you with myself. Okay? That's how we're doing it.
So now he has to sit through some seminars. He has to,
I will send you the classes that you need to take on how not to bully your co-hosts and your friends, okay?
And how to
spell. They tell you to do something, you do it, okay?
And how to spell Amy.
Hey, and I never bullied Stephanie when she was on.
No, you bullied me and my wanting to give you a cardboard cutout. That's what I meant by bully. No, you did not bully Stephanie. You bullied me and my cardboard cutout. You're discriminating against cardboard and you won't take it. And I don't know why. What did cardboard ever do to you? Okay. It did nothing. Okay. So why are you doing that?
I have some scars on my finger to prove that wrong.
Oh, now, come on. Little paper cuts. You don't hold them accountable for the little paper cuts. That's not right. Or cardboard cuts. What are they called? Cardboard cuts. That sounds
cardboard cuts. Yeah. Well, you sure don't want to have lemonade with it.
No. Why would you? Now that's not smart thinking. Okay, you're not smart thinking.
That's like chopping serrano peppers and cleaning out the seeds after getting paper cuts. That's just not smart.
My mind did not. That is vicious.
God,
not that CJ's ever done that to anybody.
I'm sitting here thinking hot sauce now. God, I gotta make some hot sauce.
I make my own salsa verde, pico de gallo. Yeah.
I'm not a hot sauce person.
And then you accidentally wipe your eye afterwards because you know it's allergy season. That's just not a wise thing to do.
See, I'm not a hot sauce spicy person. Maybe my personality makes up for that because I just don't like spicy food. And I'm married to an Indian who loves spicy food. Okay, so he has to eat my bland ass food. Because I won't make spicy food.
I would have never pegged you for not liking spicy food. You
don't.
just seem like a spicy person to me.
Yep.
No, my personality makes up for that for sure. The only thing I'll eat is jalapenos with my nachos, and that's on a rare occasion. But I don't.
I wouldn't even do that.
I don't like spicy food. Man. I don't like it. Like an Indian food.
One of my favorite things is those poppers from Jack in the Box.
I'm sorry.
No. Oh my God.
No.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm so lame. I'm a really lame person, but my personality makes up for it. I promise. Just don't take me to dinner. I'm not someone you want to take to a Cajun restaurant. That's not me. And my parents are from Louisiana. Okay. I'm just throwing it out there. I'm the oddball out.
Your parents are from Louisiana and you married an Indian and you don't like spicy food.
I know, man. I'm jacked up. I can't fix it. I'm sorry.
That just doesn't match.
I know. I'm sorry.
And you're a Texan to boot. I mean, come on.
We do have Nerdcon. Well, like I said, I do have Nerdcon this Saturday. Yes, I'm going to go back and gear us back a little bit into the.
I'm sorry.
I
rabbit hole. I'm sorry. Anyways, Nerdcon, yes. Greg, I'm so excited.
You James and Jerry, they're awesome.
No, you won't take my cardboard cutout, but it's okay. Maybe I'll mail it to James and he'll take it.
There you go. I bet you he would.
I bet Jerry would too.
Oh, I love Jerry. Yeah.
But we have Steve Andrino going to be there, Stephanie Nadoni, Tiffany Bellmer.
Veronica Smith will be there.
Veronica Smith, well, yes.
Are you going through speakers, I think, or guest appearances?
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm just going to people that I know.
Well, but
that's all I know.
Gotta love the show. I mean, there's going to be tons of artists there. There's going to be a filmmaker there. They've gotten a whole list, and it's a one-day event. So, and
it's free parking and free admission. Yes,
free parking, free admission. Not only that, but it's a good place to get some Christmas gifts.
Yes.
Yes.
I mean,
now, where is it?
It is in Mont Bellevue. Don't ask me any more than that.
It's down by Baytown. It's a small little place between, if you're in the Houston area. Let me just help you out here. It's going to be between Clear Lake and Baytown. It's going to be a small little thing. If you hit Deer Park, you gone too far, go a little bit more north, okay? I'm just throwing it out there.
I'm going to see if I can find the address.
I go to Dayton and I just go south. I mean, it's just south of Dayton.
Well, we don't all live conveniently where you do, okay? Oh my gosh, didn't you just pick the most convenient place for conventions to live, Greg?
Hey, yeah. Dagacom was there and loved going to that show. That was definitely a fun show.
Did I go to that one? I think
yes,
I did.
You went to that one.
I did. That was like, that sounds so familiar, but I have slept and slapped Josh since then, so I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Was that May or that was either the end of April or beginning of May?
It was the first one I went to this year. Was Dagacon.
I think that was the beginning of May because Comic Palooza moved their date.
Yeah, it was definitely before Comic Palooza. I think it was Dagacon and then Comic Palooza and then Comic Conroe for me. And then I was out. I'm out the rest of the year. I'm so lame. Oh my gosh, you guys.
Okay.
Why do you guys have me on this show? I'm like the oddball out. I don't go as many as you guys. It's just for my sense of humor. I know. I got it.
Okay,
I figured it out now. Yeah.
I can't put it in, but it's here. I'll put it in here. Eagle Point
Recreation
Center, and it is that address. If you can pop it in the other way.
No.
Hey, Anubis
Do you know that moment in the morning right after you wake up and you feel fully regenerated and high on energy? Yeah, me neither. I don't either. Yes, Anubis coming in strong with that. That's how I felt this morning.
My family tells me I don't believe in God before 10 o'clock. So if that tells you anything.
Well.
Yeah. No.
I open my eyes and I'm like, oh, it's so great that I'm alive, but now I got to get out of bed.
Merry Christmas from the Tan Man. Merry Christmas, Bill.
Hey, Merry Christmas.
I was going to say, who is the Tan Man? I want
Bill
to know.
Brayton. He's also known as the Barbarian. Met him at Renfest. He is a big guy.
Yes.
Cannot miss him.
Yes. Wow. Definitely.
But very nice.
Is he a bodybuilder? Is he big like Greg's son, like big or just tall? Okay, I'm on hold.
He's tall and wide, but very sweet. Big heart.
Okay, nice bodybuilder. Okay, nice.
Yeah, I guess he's a big guy in Houston too. Big guy Houston, big guy at the Renfest sort of things.
Oh man, was he at a Oh man, I feel like I know him. Were you the guy from Moana at Beaumont Comic-Con? Was that you?
I don't think he was at Beaumont.
Sorry about that. No, he wasn't at Beaumont.
No, he wasn't at Beaumont.
Oh, so he wasn't.
I saw him was at Renfest.
Well,
he's at the Renfest.
Yeah, when you came into the Renfest, if you said you did the loop. If you did you turn right or left? Do you remember? I know you were.
I turned right, girl. I went to the food. I smelled funnel cakes.
If you turned right, you would have probably walked right by him. You really can't miss him. He's like gigantic, big guy.
I'm sorry that I missed you, Tan Man. I really am.
You need to go to our site and his picture's up there.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm going to have to do that. He actually has his picture there in his Santa outfit, I believe.
I'm sorry. And I told you, I don't know why you guys keep me on the show if it's not just for my personality.
I did an interview with him too.
You've been busy with your 12 days of patience.
I have a lot of stuff, but I think
days,
the only
5
reason
podcasts, 2 littles.
I think the only reason that I would have missed him is because I have little people and I was looking down, and I'm short anyways. And so it's really not, hard for me to look down, but looking up's a challenge. Okay. I'm short. So that might be why I missed you. Sorry.
Yeah. He was one of the live
personally, but I do know that I usually go on Barbarian weekend. I just happen to miss it because I'm friends with Castle Kazar, who makes the Barbarian armor. Although Tan Man's is a little bit different than that. I like his. His is more like the Conan feel.
Oh, okay. So, Phil, are you saying that you are a bodybuilder? Is that what that yes is for? Or that you were at Beaumont?
He was not at Beaumont.
He wasn't at Beaumont.
You would have known it if he was at Beaumont.
I'm just clarifying the yes in the comments, okay? I need answers, and the jigsaw puzzle is in my head right now.
Go to the live interviews or wait until Greg posts the interview that I made or the video I made yesterday.
But he's on right now. He could just answer.
But he's on with the pirate Wild Bill Bowlegs.
Oh, see, we like you too, Phil. I never met you, but yes. Okay, thank you for the clarification. Thank you.
Basically, when I did the picture, it was like a time person's head would have blown up because I was like, Celtic, Irish, Ireland, like Renaissance times, and then the pirate Wild Bill was like in his full gear, and then we had Conan the Barbarian. So we were like all over the timeline.
Yes,
it was pretty funny.
Wow.
It was definitely.
But they're both very, very sweet. First time watching.
Oh, well, welcome. We're glad that you could join us.
Mm-hmm. Come back some more.
To tune into, I would love it.
Come back some more. Thank you for coming. But yes, I'm not sure when that video is going to post, but his video's in that.
We actually had our first cancellation this week.
Oh,
I was so sad. But in a way, it almost made me feel honored that, hey, we're getting the same effect that some of these Comic Cons are. So, hey, I was kind of thrilled about that, but it was due to scheduling, and I was told it was Annalise Palmier, and she wants me to get back with her at the beginning of the year to reschedule her.
Oh, good. So at least we get her back later.
Yes.
Her music
she has
is
a wonderful voice.
Yeah,
yes.
I love her music. I was excited about that. So do we have anybody in her place yet?
We don't have anybody in the place yet. I sent out several invites yesterday since I just got it. So just waiting for replies. And that's all we can do. But the other thing.
If you need help, let me know. I have someone I can help you with.
I know we got some good stuff on deck.
Yes. And Thursday.
He knows El Ariachi.
Yep.
Yes.
I love it. You can hear my kids in the background. I'm sorry. This is just how my Tuesday is. Oh my gosh. Hold on.
They were quiet.
But I am so looking forward to Saturday.
Is that the one I think it is?
Saturday is Thursday. Sorry.
Thursday. I was going to say Thursday.
At 6 p.m. Central, we have the Iron Maidens coming on.
Yes.
Which everybody's going to love that show.
Nathan Colt Young is watching. He was the pirate that I interviewed with Conan the Barbarian.
Yep. But looking forward to having them on the show.
I'm excited.
Trying to make it all musical, but if we have any other guests, hey.
Hey, if you still have a cancellation, I can bust out singing. I can't guarantee it will be wonderful to the ears, but I can. I have musical talent. Okay. Hey, your ears may bleed afterwards, but you'll be grateful. You'll be grateful that you didn't have to sing, okay, and that you don't have to listen to me again. So it gives everyone a reason to be grateful this season.
So Thursday at 6 is like a huge deal. The Iron Maidens. For those who don't know, can you tell people who they are?
They are the all-female tribute band to Iron Maiden, and from what I was reading, they've been around for 20 years, which I was quite impressed with. So far, we have 2 confirmed. The others, if they can get on, because I think they have a show the following day. So we have 2 confirmed coming on, which is the lead singer and the bass player. It's Kristen Rosenberg and Wanda Ortiz.
Awesome.
So looking for those 2 at least. So, like I said, I'm very, very thrilled to have them coming on. And they'll be talking about their upcoming shows. I do know, like I said, they have a show the next day. So hopefully we can get them all. If not, hey, we got a couple of them for you.
Works for me.
I can do it.
And then you have Nerdcon on Saturday.
Nerdcon on Saturday, and I'll be doing interviews there. I don't know who I'm going to have operating my camera yet. Ha ha ha. But that will be fun.
Oh, you know what you need, Greg? You need one of those like ring lights.
Umbrella has.
Yeah, the wand.
Well, you need that, but you need like one of those ring lights you can just take with you and be like, holla, and just, do it that way.
Yeah,
I'm always down. Yeah. Oh my gosh, Christmas gift for Greg. Yes. Okay,
there you go.
I'll forget. I will plumb forget if I don't write it down. I'm just throwing it out there. So, okay, Christmas gift for Greg. Greg needs selfie stick. That's what Greg needs. Oh, I have one. I'll send it to you. I have a selfie stick with a little remote. Yeah.
There we go.
I'm telling you. I like it. So who all are the speakers at Nerdcon? I know Stephanie's there, Steve Andrino. Who else is there? The guests.
Tiffany Bellmer. She does voice for Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z2. I forget which one, but she's they have a couple of filmmakers.
Oh, that's right, because Stephanie said, what was it, on Saturday? She had mentioned how it's like all the OG Dragon Ball voice actors getting together, and she was really excited because they hadn't been together in a long time. That's right. I forget.
Yes.
You guys, I'd lose my head if it wasn't attached to my body sometimes.
Yep. And I have a podcast.
Stephanie's going to be there?
I have a podcast. Stephanie's going to be there.
So send your cardboard cutout to Stephanie because she was all over that.
I do have a panel at 2:30, which is going to be for podcasting. So I'll be doing that as well.
Nice.
Probably be leaving shortly after that, coming home, because after getting as many interviews as possible, I should be good. And then upload those and have those for the following week to upload.
Awesome.
Nice.
Now,
nice.
I do want to give a shout out to a podcast that I listened to. They were hilarious. And they did a thing on Georgia, conspiracies in Georgia. And it was Drunk Theory, and they have a very good show. I would suggest listening to it if you can.
You had me at Drunk Theory.
That's interesting.
And they actually said we should come down to Days of the Dead convention, and that's actually in Atlanta in February. So, Amy, there's a convention for you.
Hey, you know what? And I have someone that's going to that area. Why don't they Why don't the Avengers drive Dodge?
Because they're nothing to marvel at. That's awesome. Good job. Well done, Anubis.
Oh my gosh.
That one's good. I like it.
Oh my gosh. Okay. I have to say this because Anubis will love this. Anubis, I was talking to Alexa last night. Okay, that's my BFF, which is the Amazon Alexa. Okay, just to clarify that. Anyways, I asked her to tell me a joke, and this is a joke that she told me, and it's definitely an Anubis joke, and I loved it. There were all the knights sitting at the table. Okay, what do you call the knight that's the spiciest? Sriracha. I started laughing. I was like, "Oh, that's so good! I love it." Okay,
it's now dad joke time. It's now dad joke time.
Hey, now you know that is hilarious because Josh was the one that was totally losing it, and I was like Greg, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, this is definitely a joke for you," and he lost it. He was laughing harder than I was, but it was so funny. I was like, "Oh my gosh, that's a good one, Alexa," because usually hers are pretty lame. But she was keeping me entertained, and I was like, "Oh, that's a Anubis joke." Anyways, so I love it. Thank you. Okay, rabbit hole aside.
Who else do we have? Because you said that there were 2 confirmed, so it's Iron Maidens and who?
And we have returning guest Tara Tinsley.
Yay! I like Tara.
And can't wait. So I know she has new merchandise out. I don't think any new songs yet, but I know she did a survey with some of her guests, which it was actually quite interesting listening to these songs as being, I don't want to say being made because they were already made, but listening to a new version of songs. So that was fun.
Awesome.
But she will be returning. Maybe we'll find out if maybe she'll have a show or something coming up. New Year, you never know what's coming up.
Well, true. True statement.
Maybe some will surprise you and you'll get that mysterious yes that you sent back in the summer from, I don't know, Sean Astin, Michael Shanks, any of those people that are listening. Hello. Any Star Trek or Star Wars people. Stargate.
Hey, we've had one.
Stranger Things.
One Star Trek person on.
I know when I wasn't here.
Yep.
That stunk.
What did Anubis say here? My girlfriend asked why I was speaking so
soft. I love it. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I just need to I wish that you could be the voice of my Alexa, Anubis. I think I would be so much more entertained. I love that. Oh my goodness. Can you please do that? I don't know. I have this voice of you pictured in my head, and I like it. I like it. I need it to be the voice of my Alexa.
Speaking of entertained, this weekend I was at the Texas Renfest Celtic Christmas weekend. It was a blast.
Mm-hmm.
It rocked. And it's like we are now adding that to our yearly must go to things. It was awesome.
Definitely.
Greg, you need to go to
Renfest
that.
is something I go every year, or I try to go every year. I don't go every year. I try to go every year.
Oh, Greg, now don't lie. It's okay. We accept you for who you are. We
Oh,
know that you go
God.
every year. You've gone every year for like, I don't know, since the 70s, and that's okay. We
was
still love
a wee
you.
little one.
The one thing
You're a
that y'all
loyal
haven't,
fan.
the one thing that y'all have not done is the Royal Feast.
No.
Oh my God.
I've seen the parade twice.
It's a 7-course meal.
Times.
It's
I didn't know that I could eat that much.
With a show. And it's
You
like
know,
2 to 3 hours.
I didn't know that I could eat that much, even in 2 to 3 hours.
Well,
you have your appetizers, your soup, your salad. I mean,
okay, here's the real question for you, Greg. This is the determining factor for me. Do I have to talk and sit by other people?
You have to sit by them, but you may not
have
have
to
talk
sit
to
by
them.
other people, but you don't have to talk to them.
Okay, but that doesn't work for me because, look at this. It's warm and inviting, okay? Everyone wants to sit here and talk to me, okay? So, no, I'd rather than put me in a corner, as if I was
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
I'm okay. Put me in the corner, please. It's okay. I'm okay.
How do you know Veronica Smith? I so read her horror. I believe I met Amy through her once at a con, and Greg at the Royal Feast is awesome. Yes, the Royal Feast is awesome.
So, Phil, I know Amy through multiple Comic-Cons. She also has a story in the Texas Sisters Press anthology called All I Want for Christmas Is My Parents. Very creepy one, but it's pretty cool for this year. And I met her multiple times, and our table was even by her and her husband, Kelly. So,
I've known Veronica for a while. She is a wonderful person, and she has some great horror books out.
Man, now I feel really bad because I'm trying to pinpoint the con that Phil met me at, and I don't remember. But I know Veronica.
You would have remembered him if you met him.
The first time I met Veronica Smith in person would be she was at Nerdcon when I went, right, Greg?
Yes.
Yeah, because that'd be the first time I met her, and that was 2 years ago.
That was 2 years ago. But you met Phil. Did you go to Comic Palooza? That's the only other place I can think of where you may have met him.
I know, unless he went to Comic Conroe or if he was at Nerdcon.
The first time I physically met Veronica was at Comic Palooza this year.
Oh yeah, I know. I met her at Nerdcon 2 years ago. That's the first time I actually met Greg in person. I met Veronica too. I was with Sandy, and then I met her again at Beaumont. I hadn't seen her in 2 years. I met her again at Beaumont.
Now, see, the first time I met Veronica Smith in person, I'm pretty sure was actually at the Texas Ren Fest when I was doing my book selling. I knew her beforehand, but I'm pretty sure. Now, I could have met her at Comic Palooza before that, but my brain is so fried right now.
Well, and sometimes you meet people and you meet so many people that they kind of all blend together.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it does. And I know he knows, oh God, my brain, he knows Lita Marshall and Tim Marshall, the Castle Kazar group. I'm sure he knows the people at Asgardian Armory. It's like Texas Renfest is like a convention. It's all family. Everybody knows and loves each other. It's basically a family.
Well, yes.
Okay, Amy, there you go. I just messaged you his picture so you know who you're thinking of.
I'm hearing beeps.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But that's the picture of him from Renfest. So you might be able to figure it out from there. Because I know sometimes, when you're trying to remember somebody, it helps if you've got a picture.
I wish I was one of those people.
But yeah, and for what CJ asked, if anybody confirmed, yeah, I've sent a bunch out, but I won't say who I've invited until they are confirmed and set on a date.
Well,
that's my biggest thing.
That is just
Just if any of them are on vacation, I will get the internet plan to be here for certain ones. I'm just telling you right now.
Where are you going? Are you going on a cruise? Are you going to Scotland? I don't know. Maybe I had a dream that you were going to Scotland and you told me, or maybe
this one's a cruise. Ireland, Australia, and Hawaii are on our bucket list. I think we're going to Hawaii next year.
Oh, okay. So then
but
maybe
this one's another cruise.
Oh, you know what? I was watching a Netflix movie that took place in Scotland, and I don't know why. I was like, oh, CJ's going there in December. It's going to be so pretty. I don't know why I thought that.
Was it a Christmas one?
Yeah, it was a Castle for Christmas.
Yes, I watched that. I loved that.
Is that the Hallmark one?
No, it's a Netflix one. Come on, get your Christmas movies together.
Well, they just had one on. They just had one on Hallmark, which was almost the exact same thing.
Okay, let me break this down for you. I don't have cable, so I can't watch Hallmark movies. So then, therefore, I have watched all of the Netflix ones. Some are a lot better than others. There are some where I'm just like, oh my gosh, nothing is connecting. This is stupid. And, you know, I finish it because I'm committed. When I start something, I finish. Whether I hate it or not, I finish it. The one thing I did not finish was The Queen's Gambit. I could not get into that. I'm sorry. Send me hater mail. That's cool. I could not get into The Queen's Gambit. I watched the first episode and I was like, my brain hurts. I'm done. Like, I don't make my brain hurt. I can't do it.
This Christmas Castle one has Brooke Shields and it has Wesley from Princess Bride in it. So you would definitely know it.
Is that him? Oh my gosh. I did not recognize him.
And he's got a Scottish accent. He actually does it really well.
He's a good actor.
He really is. He's also in Stranger Things, which hopefully will be coming out in 2023. Uh-oh. Anubis is back again. What do we got?
Uh-oh. Thought to myself, Marvel Marketing Group will have a field day.
Oh my gosh.
That's true.
Yep.
So is anyone excited about this new Spider-Man movie? Is it just me?
I know a lot of people are.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite Spider-Men so far. That the people who have Carrie Elwes. Yes, Wesley from Princess Bride.
Yes.
I've watched all the Spider-Men, but Tom is it Tom? I think that's what his name is.
Tom Holland.
Yes. He is like my favorite so far.
Well, he's got the young kid personality, which is good.
So when you say his
that's
last
basically
name,
what Spider-Man was a young kid, and others were more. It looked like they were more serious, and so he's
very laid back.
I liked Andrew Garfield because I liked to look at him. I liked him. I could dig it. You know, I like Tom too, but Tom with his last name, I feel like I need to sing it. Holland. You know, I don't know. I just feel like I have to sing it. It just
at least you don't yodel it.
No, but I wanted to yodel it. It's just that's how it seems. Like it seems like a yodeled name. Like you have to yodel it, you know, or sing it, whatever. It's singing because yodel is just. I have don't. Well, no. The yodel I would have to yodel.
I know someone who is going to want to watch this, and I bet John Jahula is going to want to watch it, especially with his Doc Ock outfit for cosplay.
Definite.
Yeah,
I know we are. We try to watch them, but we try to watch them when they're not in the theaters. Because they're so expensive, and you can always pause it to go to the bathroom because, you know, we're getting older and we can't, pause it in a movie theater.
Only the body's getting older.
Well,
the brain still stays the same.
But you got to function with the body, how the body's functioning.
I don't know. I feel like
intermission. They don't have intermissions anymore. And so either I have to dehydrate myself or watch them at home. That's my choices.
I'd be like Anubis. I'd find the nearest tree.
Well, you're also a guy. Girls can't find the nearest tree. It's a little bit more risque for a girl than a guy. I'm just saying.
How did we get on this topic? I am so confused.
I don't know.
All I know
Something
is
about
I'm going to find a tree. I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm just here. I don't know.
You're just here.
I'm just here, man. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, can you imagine being my husband and trying to follow my train of thought a lot of times? He amazingly does it very well. No. I'll be sitting there and I'll be coloring, and all of a sudden I'll just pop off with something, and he knows exactly where my brain went without the map. It was great.
I don't think I want Josh to know me that well because then I can't get anything past him. And that just, that scares me that if he knew me that well, oh my gosh, I hope he doesn't. I'm going to have to, that's what I'm doing this evening. I am
You're going to test him.
You're going to test him?
Yeah, I'm going to interrogate him to see how well he knows me. And I'm fingers crossed he fails. Okay. Like fingers crossed that he fails and then I can still get all my stuff over him.
Yeah, Super Hubby passes it with flying colors all the time.
I just couldn't do that. No.
Here's the thing for y'all. We're coming to the end of the year, which means the end of our season. So our season 2 is going to begin in January. So far with this year, what has been, let's just say, y'all's favorite part episodes or?
Oh, come on, you
mentions?
know mine.
Oh yeah, Kevin Sorbo.
Oh man,
thank you. Thank you. Hello.
What is his name?
Kevin Sorbo.
I don't know why I knew the Kevin part. I was going to Kevin Bacon. I was like, he hasn't been on the show, so it's not Kevin Bacon. And I couldn't figure it out. I was like, what is the guy's name?
He's one of my top 5, and yes, I thoroughly enjoyed that, and I think I behaved myself very well. Now, if someone like Sean Astin, Will Wheaton, Richard Dean Anderson, or something like that comes on there, I don't know if I'll be able to handle myself too well. I might be passing out in the chair, but we'll see.
Well,
if anything, that's motivation for you to get them on. Just saying.
Well, I'm not going to say that I had a favorite, but I enjoyed the conversations.
Caroline.
I enjoyed the conversations with DC Glenn, Kevin Sorbo, Stephanie Dodoni, Steve Andrino.
You said favorite.
Samantha Newark.
Not favorite. Favorite.
Well, I also said which part would be your favorite. So my favorite would be the conversations with these people.
Yeah, and the strange places that they go.
I'm not going to say I have a favorite.
Go strange. Well, he's one of my top 5, so I have to.
See, that's kind of where I am. I don't really know if I have an ultimate favorite. Because, like I said, I don't know why you guys have me on the show besides for my humor. I don't know crap. I mean, I truly just don't know crap,
No, you do.
We're eventually going to get the Walking Dead
when it comes to zombies and creepy, I know nothing. That I would be you for that day. I know nothing.
If you did get the Walking Dead people on, or just a zombie, I'm cool with that. Just a zombie on, then that would probably be my favorite. Not even gonna lie.
See, I don't know zombies, creepy, or games. So,
I guess if I have to pick a favorite, I really would say that DC Glenn was my favorite. It was our longest show, but the wealth of information and how humble and down to earth he is what brilliant. I really appreciate it. And meeting him in person, you would think meeting a celebrity, you would be like, oh my gosh, and you would pass out kind of like CJ did with Kevin Sorbo.
I did not pass out.
Kind of like that. But he was just I don't know. I just walked up to him and I really felt like I was talking to a long lost friend. And I think that makes his show my favorite because of his personality and everything like that. I just feel
Glenn's like a giant teddy bear. He's just so sweet, but he's super brilliant, knowledgeable. So I could listen to him for hours.
I think other thing, I enjoy the interviews with the vendors at the Comic Cons that we go to. I enjoy that.
And just meeting the different people we get to meet and the places we get to go. There's just so much that you really can't pinpoint it to one aspect.
Well, so here's a question then for you guys, because that's all I'm good for. What is
for zombies and game and creepy?
I know. So in this coming up year, right? We have new Comic Cons forming that maybe we'll go to or something. What are you guys most looking forward to? And what is it, Greg? The second season? What are you guys looking forward to?
I'm going to be straight up honest here. And because it's been canceled 2 years in a row, I think I'm looking forward to SciFiCon. April 1st through 3rd. And I'm looking forward to that. Actually expanding out of the state. Actually going to a con out of the state. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Gotcha. Well, they're near St. Charles, aren't they?
They're Lake Charles.
Lake Charles. They got smacked by multiple hurricanes. So
and COVID the year before.
And COVID, but they got lambasted multiple times. So I'm kind of that one I applied for, so I'm hoping I can get there.
Well, I know I'm going to talk to Garrett, and I'm going to try to get him on the show. I do know that they're doing their guest announcements right now, so I think after he does his guest announcements, we'll probably get him on the show.
Very cool.
And
for me, I just like meeting people one-on-one, not like massive crowds. I'm not a massive crowd person. So whether it's meeting them here or at the different Comic-Cons, I love all the experiences that we get to experience and that we get to share with everybody. It's just, like I said, meeting tons of people. The king and queen from the Renfest, the Spanish princess and her new hubby that we got to interview and just meet and hear their story.
Yes.
And, going to the Comic-Cons, experiencing each of them, but sharing that experience with people who don't have the opportunity, like the New York AnchorCon one, the one in South Dakota that's going to be in June. Some that, we don't necessarily have a physical way always to get to it, but we still get to kind of share in that and share the joy of a Comic-Con and what the Comic-Con family looks like and acts like. And I think that's what I like.
Amy,
so, I don't know if that makes sense, but
reverse back to you.
Oh no, that is just rude. No. I was having like a choking jag, so my voice is not like to par. I probably should at some point go get my inhaler, but we'll see if I make it before I pass out. Anyways, I would say I guess what I'm most looking forward to in the next year is having the experience of each Comic-Con, either that we go to or that we get to interview, because each one is different. And I like different. I am different. I embrace different. Okay. I'm not even going to lie. If I'm a Lady Gaga fan and I'm just like, yes. Okay. So born this way, different. That's just how I am. I embrace it. But I like it because you have one con that does one thing and one way. You have one that does another thing. But then if they watch the show, they may get inspiration from each other, or they may hook up with each other, and create a bigger one or whatever. And so I guess it's the different and endless opportunities and creativity that people have and how big the Comic-Con family world is, right? Because it really is its own world. Okay. I'm not even going to lie. It could probably be its own planet. But, I think.
Universe. Yeah.
Yeah. I think, for me, being the new con goer, of this group, I'm not a seasoned, but being the new one, that's, I think, what I appreciate the most and what I look forward to the most. Because they all have different guests. Some are just not plain, but like straight up anime. Some are just gaming, and some are just a mix of everything, and some are just voice actors, and some are just comics, right? And I think that, that's amazing. And I like to see all those. And they all do something amazing in the world. Like, oh my gosh, the one that Greg, you had on, that is collecting all of these books, to donate.
Collector's Maze.
Yeah. And like the passion that came from him and why he started it, was just because he wanted to get together and have like fun, with people that liked and embraced the same thing he did. And I love to hear those stories. And so I'm looking forward to hearing more of that, that is fun. But I work with authors, so maybe that's why I like the story part. I'm just throwing it out there. Maybe that's why. But yeah,
I like getting to know these named people like Stephanie Naldoni, Steve Andrino, Kevin Sorbo, DC Glenn on a personal level. Because when people find out, that, hey, they're a real person, that just endears them to everybody else even more so.
Very true.
Yeah.
And I'll ask our listeners also, they can post it anytime. I actually go through and read all the posts on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch, everywhere. Who do you think we should ask to come on this show and see if I can get a month with y'all's referrals to come on the show?
That's a cool idea.
And like I said, I can't guarantee you that they're going to say yes or not, but I will ask. I'm not scared to ask people. That's one thing I'm not. They're either going to say yes or no.
Well, yeah.
In the story.
But why would they say no? It's the con hour. I mean, come on. They can come have fun with us. Why would you say no? I'm saying.
Well, they might have something scheduled or planned.
Well, then they just don't know us. They would rearrange it if they did. Hello?
Well, I would hate to see something advertised. Well, due to the con hour, this movie has delayed production and won't be out for another month.
That would rock. That would seriously rock.
I don't think that would go over too well with some of the fans.
Well, and it wouldn't be a whole month. It might be a day late, if that, because our interviews don't take that long. But, we cover lots of things. But that would seriously be really cool.
Unless we got 3 from the same movie.
Well, no, it's still just block off one day for like 1 hour or 2 or 3. We just have like a big old day of it. I do think
Lordy.
we do
we would have to
for
do
Amy's
3 parts.
sake. I do think we may need to touch base with the Walking Dead people.
I think it was a little bit too late, but I did send out an invite to some of them, but it was right when the season was getting started. So they were probably going through finishing up stuff. So it was probably just wrong timing for that.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, it could be from like any zombie film. I've most likely seen them all. So it really could just be anything like that. If you want to get people from the new Scream movie, that's cool too. Yeah, man, I don't know why I went in like radio voice mode. Like, hello.
You did. I'm like, your voice is so smooth.
I am Delilah today. Like, I don't know. I'm telling you, I probably need to get my inhaler. But yeah, I mean, I'm just like,
she's gonna make it to the end of this.
I'm just Delilah is here today, okay? And so, welcome everybody to the Con Hour.
It's an elevator voice.
Also, with me, Amy, and CJ Peterson. Yes, Anubis, we are taking your call or question. Yes, how can we help you today? Man, I should have been in radio. Oh my gosh, I have missed it.
That's like your elevator voice. That's awesome. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, that is true. It is. That is. You have all the hillbilly ones. Yes. And rednecks. Yes.
Ooh, they will kill you.
Oh, Lordy.
Man,
they will kill you dead.
I have missed my calling. I should have been in radio.
There you go.
It. I was in radio. Oh, I take it back. I did do radio. Maybe that's why I can do it. I did. Well, I did do radio. Yeah.
Like you slide into this elevator voice.
Make up your mind here.
I'm sorry.
Maybe you should do.
I'm so sorry, Greg. Please continue with your conversation. This is
how I'm just make up your mind here. Which way are we going? Are we going with elevator? Oh God,
we're gonna go
either way. Elevator, audio.
We're gonna go with the soothing sounds of Amy Ravichandran on the Con Hour. We're gonna go with that.
Meanwhile, Greg and I are over here cracking up, waking everybody else up.
I'm so glad that I could bring you humor on the show.
There we go.
No.
But everyone, before we do go, I do want to say I did upload the video yesterday with the wedding from the Texas Ren Fest. Take a look at it. It's on YouTube. Unfortunately, I'm not going to put it on the podcast because you cannot hear the wedding itself too well. So it does have good visual. And if you turn it up on YouTube, you can hear parts of it. And I have to say, it has one hell of an ending. I don't know if y'all watched it.
Mm-hmm.
But the kiss he gives her at the end, I'm like, whoa.
Dang. And they're a really sweet couple. We got to talk to them, and they're really sweet. So I'm so happy for him.
He threw his arm out.
I love it. That is amazing, Anubis. Thank you so much. I have
now she's stuck in that mode. Can we?
Yes, she's stuck in that mode.
Switch
no, Greg, I believe you told me to pick, and so therefore I have picked this version of myself.
We want our Amy back.
Honestly, this makes me sound like I am a bipolar, multi-personality person because you made me pick, and I have picked this one for the rest of the show. So I feel the need to express that I do not have bipolar or multiple personalities. This is just what has come about for today. This is how it is. So,
oh, Lordy.
I know.
Well, I'm super excited for Thursday night at 6:00 with Iron Maidens.
See, yes, Amy does need more Starbucks. You know, that would be true, but my husband took my car today. So then maybe I am like this because I haven't had my Starbucks in 2 days. That
Do
might
DoorDash.
Oh, 2 days?
Do DoorDash. Do DoorDash. They'll
No,
deliver.
they will not deliver to me because I live 10 miles from a Starbucks, and that is too far for them to drive a Starbucks to me.
That is just not right.
Therefore, Amy has to go without.
There's no phone a friend near you that would go and bring you Starbucks?
No, I don't know people in my town. I keep to my little bubble, and I like it that way. So,
well, see, if I was in your town, I would go get you Starbucks and bring it back, just because.
Greg, I know. You know, it's soothing, Greg. I hope that this brings you comfort throughout the remainder of your day, and that you can just think when you think of the con hour, you think of it as being fun and calm.
Cupcakes,
and
yes,
cool,
Caroline.
Okay. Yes,
cupcakes would help.
Now, I do have a Tiff treat, so maybe I will order myself some cookies and, send it as my anonymous lover, and then I'll call my husband and see what he has to say. Be like, did you send me Tiff treats? And he's going to be like, no. And I'll be like, oh, well, then someone is saying they love me. That's what I'm going to say. We shall see what happens. Stay tuned on the next episode of the Con Hour to see what my husband does.
He's not going to survive that interrogation.
Only at Target.
What?
Oh, no, they actually have Starbucks at Kroger's, too. Kroger's and Target per Starbucks. Or Buckstars.
Well, like the actual location, yes. But they do sell the cold versions at all grocery stores.
Amy, this is not
anyway.
I'm sorry. Everybody, please have a fantastic Tuesday. We love and appreciate you. And please join us on Thursday as we listen to Iron Maidens at 6.
Oh, that's no. You need to go.
If you're going to be like that.
Maidens, come on.
I'm sorry. I have butchered the name. I'm going to let Greg continue. I will only be on for half of that show. So please join us and stay tuned to see what happens to my husband. Greg, please continue with your show.
Yes, we have the Iron Maidens coming on Thursday. It will be at 6 p.m. Central.
Love you, Amy.
Join in. We're basically rocking in the holiday season. What can I say? We're rocking it in.
What better way to do it?
Anyway, people, we will see y'all on Thursday. Y'all have a good day.
Bye, everybody.